sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 here in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is fourth Saturday. That means bonus one.
Good morning, everybody.
BW.
Hey, it's a nice day in the neighborhood. The sun's coming out today.
You're going fishing.
And
No,
I'm going fishing.
there's no ball game. You going?
Yeah, there is a ball
There
game
is a
today.
ball game. I know, but
here
you're-
in Memphis,
Yeah.
Ole Miss is playing the Tigers.
In basketball.
Yeah.
We're not talking about football then. Okay. Well, Ron is
Well,
here.
wait a minute. I was going to want to know how their coaching search is going.
I can tell you afterwards, yeah.
All right.
All right. We don't have one right now.
Sounds good.
Hey, but Bill Cooksey is out today. He'll be back with us first Saturday in December. Bill's going to jump back in with us, taking care of a little family business. But Ron is here as he is, and we'll talk to Ron throughout the show about his many travels. He has more passports and fishing license in many more states than anybody I know of.
Well,
So,
somebody's got to do it, and I have fishing license in about every state in the U.S.
That's right. The U.S. and the Virgin Islands and
Yep.
Guam and all them other places like that.
Absolutely.
Hey, got a great show. 90 minutes, the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. Shelby McCall is our show producer. Love this show, and we're going to stop right in because today is kind of a special day for you waterfowl hunters in Arkansas. I know you're going to be out there today. I know it because at the end of the show, we're going to be talking to Frank Barton to get a report. But today is opening day for duck season in Arkansas. And, of course, Tennessee opens on the 29th, Mississippi on the 29th. This is also opening day statewide for the deer season with a rifle. But, of course, some of us have been out there, it seems like, since July.
How many deer have you gone?
I haven't gotten any yet, so I've been very selective.
What are you waiting on?
Well, you're cutting up some of this person's time.
Let's bring her on.
Yeah, let's bring her in. All right, this is that time where we get to visit with Amy Snyder. She is the TWIA Region 1 Outreach and Communications, and we got a lot going on. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, and yes, we do have a bunch going on.
Busy time when you're not on Facebook posting all these different kind of things. We got a little news item we're going to break here on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And Amy told me off the air that Shelby County has now been added to the positive list for chronic wasting disease. And,
oh, wow.
That makes 5 now, Amy, and I know that's newsworthy. It doesn't really surprise me, probably doesn't surprise you, but in Unit CWD, that's now positive, and so that goes along with
that actually makes 5. Shelby, Kitchen, Fayette, Hardeman, and Madison. And the only regulation change is carcass exportation restrictions because it's already in the unit. It's already got the extended seasons, the liberal bag limit. So the only thing is going to make it a CWD positive, and that changes how deer are moved out of that county.
So you can only move a deer from one positive to another positive. Is that right?
Correct. Correct. If you were going to move a positive to a high risk, then you would have to have it approved, which would be debell meat, clean teeth, tan hides, finished taxidermy, etc. So yes, that's the big change, or that is the only change that will affect that county.
And we've been talking about CWD, of course, and I want to throw out some figures here. Through Wednesday, what I have is over 50,000 deer killed through Wednesday, and that goes all the way back to the archery season and things like that. for that special November the 9th through Wednesday when we had the CWD unit where you could open up, and it was really weird to be hunting deer with a rifle on November the 9th, but 31,000, right at 32,000. Of course, the leaders, Fayette 710, Hardeman 706. And then statewide, November the 16th, 17th, I was wondering about that weekend there, statewide season, 8,000. But you've really been busy, and so let's talk now about not only the deer season statewide opening on Saturday, but today, but we have a lot of other things going on. So go at it, girl.
Yeah, and I do want to remind people that with the statewide gun season opening this morning, in Region 1, we do have 10 voluntary check stations in the outlying counties such as Benton, Decatur, Dyer, Hardin, Henry, and you can find those sampling. If you wanted to go get your deer sampled, you can find those locations on tnwildlife.org or cwdintennessee.com.
CWD in Tennessee, that's tn.com, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I do want to remind people that please, it's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks, and please be patient on getting these results back. Our guys for the last 2 weeks have turned out 1,500 and 1,400 samples that are being sent off to the labs to be tested.
Man.
So, do give a little extra time for your results to come back.
And also, of course, go ahead.
But we'll constantly give you all CWD updates, but you can always find that information on our website. It will give you updated information if you wanted to check your results. You will be notified if you should get a positive, a negative. You should be getting an email. But if you're concerned, you can always go on the website and you can look up your information by your confirmation number.
And also that tnwildlife.org, and of course cwdntn.com has so much information. You almost need to take that hunting guide with you in your backpack, particularly.
Yes,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, we have so many different units now. It's hard to keep up with everything, but the website always has the most up-to-date and current information, so that's where to go. But the good news is duck season is open on Friday, November 29th, and we do have ducks in the area.
Yes, we do.
Dover and some of the other areas are holding ducks right now. So,
lots of ducks.
Yep, time to get excited. Remember, your daily bag limit is 6, no more than 4 mallards. No more than 2 of those may be hens. And your combination of your 6 could be your mallards, your 3 wood ducks, 3 scaup, 2 canvasbacks, 2 redheads, 2 black ducks, and 1 pintail.
And that's that all begins on the 29th. Now that's just a week from today.
Yes, and your statewide goose opens too. So
do what now?
Remember, the statewide goose opens on November 29th.
It does.
And remember that the bag limit is 3.
And let's talk safety here. We got to talk safety a little bit on the show this morning because I know I've been touched. A friend of mine has had a serious injury in a tree stand fall, and you tell me that it's another one in Madison County. So
yes, a week ago Friday we had a 30-year-old male fall out of a tree stand and had to be life flighted out. And I just remind everyone, please remember safety first.
Yes.
Always wear a harness.
Yes.
And check your equipment before you go. This was a climbing stand, and the cable snapped, and he didn't have a harness on, and he fell about 20 feet.
That's fine.
So please, let's remember our rules of hunting and always be safe. And that's sometimes people get in a hurry or get a little careless, or I'll check it later. But that needs to be first priority. Safety always comes first.
And even if you're a veteran hunter like this, I know my friend is a veteran hunter, but not only did he fall out of his stand, but he was impaled by a tree limb. Oh. And so, and you got this other one you say that's in the med, right, down here?
Yes,
and so,
the one out of Madison County is in the med.
Wow.
And he is, had a couple of surgeries and we'll have a few more to go.
Yeah, well, our prayers go out to those both those individuals, and I know that it doesn't matter. As Ron will say, right now you could be tricked by if you're going out duck hunting on the 29th and you think it's 55 degrees, you say, man, this is going to be great. Ron, hypothermia, all these
hypothermia.
So let's don't forget duck hunters,
No, and wear that life jacket when you get in that boat.
Yes.
You know, it's loaded down. And I've seen a lot of duck hunters, they'll try to load everything into one boat.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they're sometimes overweight. that's a dangerous situation. Wear that life jacket. It doesn't cost a thing to put it on.
No, it doesn't.
Other than your life.
One thing that I always loved is a float coat,
Yes.
A float coat. That's great.
Have that in there. And again, Amy, thank you for taking time on this Saturday morning.
I would like to mention, Larry Ray, one other thing.
Yes.
Our Tennessee Wildlife Federation is having some Hunting and Fishing Academy hunts.
Oh, yeah.
These provide engaging hands-on instruction in the art of being an outdoorsman to first-time and novice hunters and anglers of all ages.
Yes, yeah.
We have got 4 hunts in the West Tennessee area coming up, and if you would like to find out more about those, because they're really targeted for those novice hunters and first-time hunters, then please go to tnwf.org, and you can find out all the information there.
It's really good. I wrote about it, and we've had them on the show here about those academies, and we want a lot of new people to enjoy the outdoors like we do. Amy, thank you, and safe hunting to you, and if you ever get a chance. You don't get much chance, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But take care of everything. We'll stay in touch, okay?
Okay, y'all.
Have a great one. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Come right back. He's in studio all the way from Arlington. I know he went by Wacken, I think, but he's here. David Best from Primary Tackle. We'll talk to David, and I'm sure Ron's going to jump on that. And we've already got some guests in the studio here, man. I tell you what, you got to stick around for today's show because it's going to be really good. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.